Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have for you the blush tag, and I have been going through and decluttering my makeup this past week or so now, and I cannot tell you how good it feels to just be getting rid of old products are just sitting in my collection. And it finally hit me when I was going through my blushes. I'm like, oh my god, I should totally film the blush tag. So I have all they're not necessarily questions, but topics of the blushes. I have them written down in my little beauty notebook. So there are 14, not necessarily questions, but 14 topics pertaining to blush. So let's get started. The first is best packaging, and I feel that a lot of people are going to agree with me on this one, is the Balm blushes. The products themselves, the packaging, the colors, just everything about these blushes I absolutely love. I really like the functionality also of these blushes. They are nice and thin, and they have a little magnetic closure. But the packaging themselves, this guy right here, Cabana Boy, has a nice little flirty couple on the beach, super cute. The girl kissing the football player on Frat Boy is adorable. And Down Boy gives you a little bit of a Marilyn Monroe vibe. Super cute. I love these blushes so much, and they almost feel like they're collectibles. So best hands down packaging is the Balm. Prettiest Color is the next one, and I had a really hard time with this one because sometimes I feel I go in phases, whether I like a more pink blush or more peachy pink or something more coral. But Prettiest, out of all of the brands and colors that I have to give it to Hourglass. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Luminous Flush, which looks like this. Ambient lighting blushes by Hourglass do have the ambient lighting powder like marbleized within the blush color itself, so I feel like it's very foolproof. These types of the formula itself, it's a very fine texture. I think the color, this Luminous Flush shade, works really pretty on my skin tone, and I really do enjoy it. I think it's just so girly, so feminine looking. I love this color a lot. Most Pigmented, number 3, I had a hard time with. I was going to say my HD blushes by e.l.f., but I was trying to pump them out and I can no longer pump them out. I think they dried up on me. A lot of the blushes that I have, I feel, I mean, they're not insane pigmentation. However, I do have a Master Glaze by Face Studio by Maybelline cream blush, and this is the shade number 20, Pink Fever. This cream blush, I feel like I very, very rarely use it, I'm not gonna lie, because of the fact that it is very pigmented. A little bit does go a very long way. I do have a couple of other shades of these guys. I have to say they are also too very long wearing, but the pigmentation is ridiculous. Tiny little amount. Use your fingers, use a sponge. I wouldn't use a brush with these guys because of the fact that they are creamy. So the Face Studio Master Glaze blushes are, within my collection, the most pigmented. Everyday blush number 4, hands down, I didn't even have to think twice about this one, is the Benefit Rockateur. I have spoken about this blush, I believe, numerous times on my channel. I cannot tell you how much I love this blush. It's just so pretty. I think this is definitely a staple blush for every makeup lover's collection. I feel that it is just the perfect type of color. Also too, I find that depending on your skin tone, it kind of could go a little bit more coral, or if you're a little darker, it could go a little bit more pink. So I feel like it's almost, it works well with a wide range of skin tones. Has a little very slight subtle sheen to it as well, so very pretty. I really love this one. I feel like this type of shade works well on any type of eye look that I do, no matter what lipstick I pair it with, no matter what outfit I have on. It just works so well. So everyday blush, love it. Party blush. I had a hard time with this one too because I feel like I could really wear any of these. during a party, I'm not gonna lie. However, I think the most fun color that I have is the Colourpop blush in Pegacorn, and I have to say this is my only Colourpop blush. I definitely want to get my hands on more shades. Of course, these guys are very affordable, so I really love the way how pretty and flirty and pink it looks. It has the perfect vibrancy of pink, and it almost has like a blue base to it where it's not so cool toned. So Pegacorn I really love. Regret purchasing number 6. I have to say I feel really bad saying this because of the fact that the packaging is really cute. However, the product itself is just okay. The Too Faced, this is the Sweetheart's Perfect Flush Blush in the shade Candy Glow, which looks like this. And of course, I mean, I really love the packaging of this. I mean, this is just super, super cute. But I have to say, the product itself is not that pigmented. It has some glittery, like, chunks in it, I feel. It's not something that I reach for a lot, so this was definitely a regret purchase. I'm probably going to end up keeping it to see if I could try and use it as much as I can, because I just don't have the heart to get rid of it. So, but this is a regret purchase, for sure. Least used. I feel that my Majorette blush by Benefit is definitely something that I very, very rarely, if not ever, reach for. Me personally, with my skin tone, I just like peachy or pink, peachy pink type of blushes, but straight up coral blushes I very rarely wear. Perhaps I may try and use it to see if I like it, because if I'm not, I'm probably going to end up throwing this away because, again, the color I just never reach for. So we are down to number 8, most used, would never let go of. And I really have to say, I'm going to give this to MAC Dame. I really do enjoy this color. I feel like it doesn't really look like much in the pan, and I feel that this would be a blush that most people would just pass by. But on the cheeks, I feel like it just kind of awakens up the whole entire look. Even this with just a little bit of mascara, eyeliner, no bronzer, little bit of lips, and you're done. I feel that I just really do enjoy this color. I do enjoy MAC blushes formula. So MAC Dame, this is also a satin finish, so it kind of gives a little bit of a sheen, not really that intense, but MAC Dame is definitely most used. If this ever like broke or if it ever went missing, I would want to repurchase it. Let's see, favorite blush brand, and I have to say I'm gonna give it to 2 brands, definitely MAC, like I mentioned before, and the Balm as well. I feel that MAC blushes, because there's such a great variety of different formulations. Some blushes that MAC have are matte, you got frost, you got satin, you've got, I don't even know, there's probably way more formulas than I know of, but I like the variety of all the different shades. I feel like there's a great range of colors also within the MAC collection for a wide variety of different skin types. And like I mentioned, the Balm blushes are incredible. The Balm In-Stain blushes, and these are phenomenal blushes as well. They have a staining type of effect, so they are going to be very, very long wearing. I really do love these blushes. I try and collect a few whenever they go on Hot Look on sale. So favorite brands, hands down, MAC and the Balm. We're right down to number 10, greatest blush discovery of last year. I have to say, I'm gonna give this to Milani, actually, and I really do enjoy these guys. I'm not exactly sure the name of these particular blushes. It just says Romantic Rose, which is the shade name, and it just says Powder Blush. But I mean, Emily Noel, I feel, made me buy this because she always does mention these blushes on her channel, but the embossment of the rose is just so gorgeous. The pigmentation is very pretty. I definitely am in love with the two colors that I have, Romantic Rose and Tea Rose. Very beautiful, and I really just enjoy Milani blushes. I am very happy that I discovered these through Emily Noel's channel. Most practical we are up to, and I'm going to give this to NYX blushes. These are very practical, I feel, for a number of reasons. Because of the fact that they are very affordable, you can always pretty much find them for a discount, buy one get one half off, or 20 or 40% off, or whatever it is at Ulta. So value-wise, affordability is amazing and very practical, I think, for a lot of people. I feel like they're also very practical because of the fact that they are very easy to travel with. They are very compact, and I think these are the older packaging. I think the newer packaging is even sleeker than this. So practicality for traveling, I love these. And also too, I mean, NYX is known for just a wide variety of different tones of their blushes. I have the shade here, Mocha, which I feel is very practical for a wide variety of different skin tones. So I think definitely most practical is NYX, just because they are just a great affordable option at the drugstore. I love them. Least practical, I had a hard time with this one. I actually had to go to a couple different videos, girls that I'm subscribed to kind of get an answer, because I really wasn't sure, because everything that I own, pretty much 9 times out of 10, all of the blushes that I have, I use. So, the one blush that I feel is least practical, because again, I mentioned I very, very rarely wear a coral orangey blush, is actually NYX Cinnamon. I had bought this with the intention of actually using this as an eyeshadow, and I do use this as an eyeshadow in the crease to kind of warm up everything, because I do enjoy orange eyeshadows, but as a blush, not so much. I feel like you only need the tiniest amounts of this. Doesn't really translate well on my skin tone. I will continue to use it as an eyeshadow, but not so much for a blush. Number 13, second to last question, is most expensive, and I'm gonna give this to Hourglass again. This I did for my Prettiest Color, and it's gonna be for my most expensive. This retails at Sephora, hopefully you guys can see that, for $38. So I feel that it definitely probably is going to be very expensive for a lot of people. But to be quite honest with you, I mean, I feel like it's very, very worth it in my personal opinion. But this is the most expensive blush that I do own. I don't really own any Dior or Tom Ford or Armani or, like, you know, all of those brands. But Hourglass I do consider a very luxurious brand. But $38 for this puppy, with every penny. Least expensive, which is going to be kind of, you know, no surprise, I feel, is my Wet n Wild blushes, which are these guys right here. Now, I was going to feature Essence Cosmetics blushes, but those guys are $3. I was going to also mention Makeup Revolution blushes, which are my new obsession, but those guys are $5. I just looked on the Wet n Wild website, and these are $2.99, and they're actually on sale for $1.49. So as I'm filming this right now, $1.49 for these blushes, I mean, hello. Can we just take a minute? $1.49 for these blushes? Hell to the yes. Those are my least expensive. There you go. So that is all I have for today's blush tag. If you are watching this, consider yourself tagged. I myself did not get tagged, but you know, I don't care. I wanted to do this tag anyway because of the fact that I love blush. So if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any tags that you think that I should do, Let me know also in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. All my social media will be linked down below, so don't forget to come say hey. And I think that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and have a great day. Bye.